chair.
Holy crap, this is fancy.
Yeah, they've got some good stuff going on in here.
Whew.
Gets a little warm.
Fancy schmancy. Okay. Gotta get my coat off. Ugh. Okay, where can I put this so that we don't fall or trip on it or whatever?
As soon as you need it, let me know.
Okay.
If you need it.
I won't need it unless I leave and I go. I'm not going anywhere. So. I know him.
Jason Gibbs.
Oh yes, very well.
He's one of our jersey winners.
Ah. Okay, get up here. Huh. Oh, I'm so tall. I feel so big. Okay, what do I do?
Got you a little something.
Oh. Oh, goodness. See. Oh. Oh, that's precious. Thank you so much.
It's gonna be a fun night.
It is. Wait, where's my purse? I'll show you something real quick. I can find my purse. What do I do with my purse? I threw it down on the floor. I carry this with me everywhere I go because it's just cool.
I'm gonna let you dig that out.
Okay.
I'm gonna show Phong how to do the
Okay.
real quick.
All right.
I'm sorry.
Okay. Well, of course, that's my baby girl. That's my granddaughter, so she goes with me everywhere I go. But then
Aw.
it's hard to. It might be hard to read, but when you get a second, read that.
Wow.
From my buddy Mark White. I love him. He's such a kind individual.
Can I take a picture of this?
Yes, of course.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
That's really cool.
Isn't that?
So, are you nervous?
Yes, very.
Good.
I'm shaking.
That's all right.
Okay.
You know how to play pool.
I just whooped Jamie, so.
Well, there you go.
Well, he whooped me the first one. I just needed a warm up round.
Well, it's that time again. Outer Points Productions is about to go live with another Knockout Challenge match. Join me, Little Cheddar, and my guest live at the Varsity Club in Oshkosh, Wisconsin, as we will be delivering some of the best mediocre commentary in the business. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the match, and don't forget to jump in the chat and say hello. Please take the time to subscribe to our YouTube channel, hit that like button, and share it with all your friends. Thank you so much for tuning in. See you right after this word from our fabulous sponsors.
Upper Dan's charter fishing fleet in the Port of Sheboygan is Wisconsin's proven charter fishing leader, running the most trips and catching the most fish. Enjoy great fishing for trout and salmon aboard one of our 6 fully equipped modern charter boats with experience and professional crews. See why Dumper Dan's is the most popular name in the industry. We offer fishing and lodging packages featuring the best in riverfront condos and hotel accommodations. Half or 3/4 day trips available, so call to make your reservations today or log on to dumperdan.com. Dumper Dan's charter fishing fleet, Wisconsin's proven charter fishing leader.
I'm Kim Davenport of the Pro Billiards Tour. We at the Pro Billiards Tour has been developing a game and it is almost done. And guess what? It is going to be fun and exciting and I can't wait, and it is called Stroke Zone. It is a game in a tournament format. Enter the zone, the Stroke Zone.
Coming soon to pool players, professionals, and lovers of all things billiards is Stroke Zone, a new billiards game format for players of all skill ranges. A revolution in billiards training and gaming designed to give players at all skill levels an exciting challenge with every shot and guaranteed game improvement. The zone allows players to connect and compete in pool rooms, sports bars, community clubs, and home game rooms around the clock.
Let me tell you a little bit about Stroke Zone. There's no break, there's no jump cue, and there's no safeties. It's called pinpoint position, and I'll tell you what, everybody has an equal opportunity to shoot the same shot. So if you play 9-ball, you break the balls, make 2, and you get hooked. Your opponent breaks, makes 2, and he's straight in. Hey, it's not gonna happen playing Stroke Zone. You're gonna get your shot no matter what.
The object of Stroke Zone is simple. Score points by pocketing a ball and then positioning the cue ball in the zone. Sound easy? Think again. Stroke Zone is comprised of 180 designated layouts by Hall of Fame champion Kim Davenport, with 120 amateur layouts, as well as 60 pro layouts that will test the cue ball control of the best professionals. A fun, exciting, and action-packed gaming experience that teaches and improves your stroke and touch, the hallmark of the greatest pros. Stroke Zone is the newest way to play pool.
We know tournaments, and it's time for something new. Stroke Zone.
To learn more and to become a member, visit ProBilliardsTour.com.
Welcome everyone to Outer Points Productions. This is Dale Little Cheddar Lorenz, and check out this lady over here. I've been talking about it all week long on every stream and set it on Facebook the last couple of days. We have a very special guest commentator. Everyone put your hands together in the chat for the one and only Miss Amy Cools. Say hi, Amy.
Hi, Amy. Just kidding. Hi, everyone.
This is going to be a fun night. If anybody knows Amy and her backstory and everything else, it's truly a pleasure to have her here. She's in the chat every single night with her son Corbin, and husband Jamie, and it's an honor. It's an honor having you here. So,
Honor's all mine.
yeah, I don't think so.
Fight about it later.
All right, deal. So, as you've already seen, we are in match number 3 of 1.2. We're in the quarterfinals. We have 6 remaining players. Peter Wegman was eliminated on Monday, and last night Nick Brodeski was eliminated, so we're down to 6. But tonight's match, we've got... I'm sure Brittany Nguyen is going to be in here very shortly in the chat, but we've got Phong Bong taking on Charlie Wolfe, and this is going to be a good match. And we're going to, as always, we've got 2 player spotlights for each one of the players. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. I am going to head out and get the players to lag, and you get to sit and chat with Amy for a little while.
Yay, lucky you. I'm really nervous, so bear with me, please. Oh, 9-ball again tonight.
Okay.
Well, for the third night in a row, or third match in a row, I should say, we are playing 9-ball again.
Sorry, I forgot to remind you.
That's all right. I always forget every time.
I did remember your wheel thing, though.
It was spot on. Welcome, everybody, to the chat. We've got Fred Renner, of course, Mr. Salsa Man. Well, he doesn't know that he's salsa. He does know, but we actually got him a jersey that I forgot to get to him over the weekend. Long story. What's going on, Pete Besta? Thank you, everybody, for the likes and the shares. Joe Manina. Joel Manina is one of the entrants in 1.3, which is going to be coming up. We've got a player auction this Sunday, as a matter of fact. Another 64-player bracket. What's going on, Tom Manina?
Favorite part is the redraws. I love those.
You know, that's one of the fun parts of the Knockout Challenge that you never see in any other tournament, you know, because, and I've said it so many times, that any other tournament you look at, you can always see who you're going to play next. Not so in this. All right, Phong electing to, yeah, I think he can just sneak past that 9 ball. Yeah, I thought it might catch a piece of it from that angle, but it turned out good. What's going on, Mike Bonnell? Also entrant into 1.3. And, of course, there is Brittany Nguyen, Phong Bong's wife. Chad Powell. You're very welcome, Chad. Thanks for the 500 reels that you send me every day. Well, what do you think about that, Amy?
That was pretty fast. That's a good way to start it.
Fong's on a mission. Well, I'm sure Charlie is too, but I'm sure everybody watched the match between Phong and Maya Hoekstra. Was the last time that Phong was on the stream. And he ran 5 out of 10 racks.
He had an incredible night that night.
Boy, did he ever. And for a 563 Fargo to have him break and run 5 racks is pretty incredible.
He's not messing around. He wants that money.
No doubt. All right, pocketing the 1, 2, and 3. So we're playing 6 ball this rack. And knowing Phong as well as I do, I'm pretty sure he's going to take on this bank in the side.
Uh-oh.
And very unfortunate. Just caught a piece of the backside of that 7 ball. Amy, how would you attempt a hit on this? Put you on the spot right away.
Exactly what he's doing.
1 rail?
Yep.
Good hit. And left Charlie, a little tough. Should be a pretty simple safe here. Little left-hand spin. Try to get the 5 ball down where the cue ball is and put that cue ball tight on the back side of the 9.
I like it.
Mimi Nguyen saying go Phong.
A little different, but that was good too.
Yeah, that's a good safe as well. I think we're going to see our first jump of the evening. So I should probably get the instant replay ready.
Oh yes, Jamie told me that that better be one of the first things that I bring up.
Yeah.
Now Charlie gets going. He is a pretty phenomenal player too, though. So I see a hill match.
So how do you know Charlie?
Just ballroom. But met him there from. I ran a couple tournaments there, helped out, and nice hit. He's shot in a couple of the tournaments that I run. Shot him at state, against him at state. So don't know him real well, but enough.
Okay. Charlie's a good dude.
Yeah, he is. I say that him and Jamie shouldn't shoot together because they're both too passionate about the game.
Nothing wrong with that.
That's my word for, a little hot-headed sometimes.
Yeah, as long as you can keep that passion under control,
yep,
then
exactly. Ooh.
Yeah, that was a tough shot.
That was.
Cue ball on the rail or an inch off the rail, full table combination.
This would be hard for me because I wouldn't be able to reach it.
You and I both.
You're still taller than me, though.
Not by much. Phong is one of those players that he's an aggressive player, and he is never unhappy with what he gets. He's one of those players that he plays the table, and
right.
he's a shot maker.
Mm-hmm.
which is very dangerous as an opponent.
Right. Yeah, you got your shot makers and you got your position players. And
Mm-hmm. Uh-oh.
Oh,
First faux pas from Phong. A little too thin on the 6. So let me tell everybody, if you're just joining us for the very first time, first of all, thank you very much for being here. Let me tell you a little bit about the Knockout Challenge. This derived from an idea I had, I don't know, 8 months ago, 9 months ago, of it, Amy, and I'm sure you're well aware of it on all the social media and everything, people complaining about the lack of tournaments or the Fargo or I can't make it that weekend or
always something.
It's always something. So this derived from giving the players an opportunity to play when they want to play. And I think that's probably what's made it as successful as it has, because once I do, so this is a 64-player bracket, and then we have a live drawing. And as soon as the live drawing is public, the players contact each other to schedule their match. So they have 2 weeks to schedule and play that match. And from there, once they reach the venue of choice for the first couple of rounds, they are either going to play 8-ball, 9-ball, or 10-ball. The reason why I say that is they never know what game they're going to be playing. I have an app that I send to each one of the players right before their match, as well as Digital Pool, the scoring app. And it's a little wheel that you just seen Amy showed that they just spun here. There's a digital version to that. So they never know what if it's going to be 8-ball, 9-ball, or 10-ball before they get to. So you got to practice all games. After the race is complete, or after that match is complete, as Amy was just alluding to, then there is a live redraw for every round after that. It's a $265 entry, single elimination, and it is a long race. As you can see, we started out with 10, 11, and 12. And now we're up to 11, 12, 13.
I like it. Hi, Brittany. Can you hear me better now?
I did turn your microphone up, so.
Okay. She had mentioned that she couldn't hear me, so that might be a good thing.
Ooh. Phong did it again, trying to hold for that 3-ball. So as long as Charlie is coming to the table, and I promise we're not going to let you miss it, unless I can't find it very fast. This is what's at stake. These guys are guaranteed $575 tonight, no matter what. But what's at stake is $1,500 and $500 in the player auction. So there is a lot of money at stake, along with thanks to John Kramer and Wisconsin Billiards Hall of Fame. There is a 5-year membership to the Hall of Fame, as well as a shirt from John and Wibhoff. Also, each player in the final 8 get their own personalized onboard sportswear jersey, courtesy of Onboard Sports. And thank you very much to Alex Van Boxtel and Nate Mindham for helping me out with that, as well as the Champions Belt. And then second place is the official Knockout Challenge. Ooh. Not a bad safe, though. Boxing gloves for second place. So,
Natey Poo, the cat daddy.
Natey Poo. I will never call him that.
I bet you think about it, though.
I will now. Thank you very little. That is a foul, I believe. Yep. Let's get in there a little bit tighter as soon as Charlie moves out of the way and kind of see what we're facing here, because this is not a simple task.
You see what Brittany said?
Is mine too loud, Brittany?
So much love.
Yeah. I've been told before that I have a loud voice.
Really?
We'll turn that down a little bit.
I don't think so at all.
How's that, Brittany? So, Amy, last night when I was doing the trophy presentation for Mike Schultz, I know without a doubt those microphones were way too loud. Chris told me afterwards. I don't know if you heard the same, but
I didn't think that they were.
all right.
I think they kind of started out that way, but they seemed to adjust themselves a little bit. It
Okay.
was loud at first, but that's a neat thing too. Ooh,
The Vincent Didio Memorial Pocket strikes again.
I watched a couple of those at the ballroom before I came here tonight, and I called it just that too.
Rattled pockets.
No.
Oh,
the
Vincent Didio?
Yep. They were laughing at me that I watched too much pool. Actually, I was with Mike Benoit.
Ah,
I
excellent.
wasn't with him, but that's who I was sitting by
Oh,
chatting with.
No.
Oh my. Not much you can do with that either.
Good hit.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, but I don't-
Leaves Charlie with a
Combo?
wired combo.
Yuck. That's a bad angle too.
Yeah, exactly. I was just about to say that. The problem is how is he going to hold the cue ball down there for the 7, because the 7 is going to stay right there. That 7 is not going to move much at all after the 8 goes in.
Hi, Chris. I'm you tonight.
Better looking than Chris, too.
I wouldn't go that far.
Oh, I would. Have you ever met Chris?
Yes, I did.
You know I love you, buddy. Yeah, this is kind of what I was talking about. This is... Now he's got a very steep angle on the 7 ball. Typically on a shot like this, you want to put a little bit of inside English to throw it into the pocket, but that brings in the scratch in the upper right-hand corner.
I don't like those when they're on the rail like that, so close to the pocket.
Yeah, this
hard.
is one you almost want to go rail first and spin it in, but that's just as tough as.
Okay, never mind.
Wow, this is a good shot.
He knows what he's doing.
This is a good shot.
It was. I think it's going to go back and forth just like last night's did.
I am not going to be surprised if it does. Excellent out. Excellent out. All right, let's go to our very first sponsor spotlight of the evening, and we'll start out with, he's actually at a wedding right now. My good friend, Mr. Kevin Dorn. I believe one of his children are getting married, so I'm going to leave it up to you, Amy. Strut your stuff.
Really?
Have at it.
Okay. Excuse me. No, you do it. Let me get a little bit more comfortable.
All right,
first.
that's no problem. LK Painting and Staining, they work with doors, windows, walls, base, case, staircase, cabinets, and really anything in a home that needs to be finished. New construction and remodeling. That's Lynn Dorn, Kevin's wife. All right, I believe we've got a ball down, and that would be the 7 ball.
Yeah.
Another thin cut. But after what Charlie did on the 7 ball, I don't think this should be too bad. Amy, how long have you been playing pool yourself?
Well, funny story. I grew up with a pool table 10 feet from my bedroom, but it was where I put puzzles together. That was a really nice safe right there. It just wasn't a big thing in my hometown.
And hometown is where?
Deerfield, Wisconsin.
Mm-hmm.
And
For our viewers that are not familiar, what major city is that near?
it is halfway between Madison and Milwaukee, right
Okay.
off the interstate. Little more than halfway from Madison, but so that's where I'm from. Little tiny town, couple thousand people. 8 bars and 2 churches. No
yeah.
grocery store.
1 stop sign. Yep.
Right.
Yep.
Like, no stoplights yet. We still don't have any stoplights there, but I live in Reedsburg now. But so when Jamie and I moved up here, we moved to Baraboo in 2017, and the following year, as most of you know, his brother passed away, and we had a tournament for him, and that's kind of where it started. So 2018, but then I got sick the following year, so I didn't shoot for almost 3 years, and I started shooting again last year. So
Awesome.
I do my best. I have a lot more knowledge in my head than I can put on the table, that's for sure.
Well, we're gonna put it to the test tonight.
Oh boy.
We've got a long road ahead of us.
Right.
Typically, these matches have been taken 3.5
Oh, yeah.
hours, somewhere around there. So,
Well, people laugh at me because they say that I take the wrong shots, like I'm left-handed, but I have shot every day that I've ever shot a game of pool. I've been shooting with a left-handed, that Jamie's left-handed, so
sure.
just watching with him, and we've done a lot of scotch, and so it's just how I shoot. And
Do you play with a left-handed cue
no,
as well?
no,
Oh, okay.
no,
Just a
I
regular
just-
cue.
Yeah, just right. Yeah, I'm
Sure.
right-handed. Everything's right, but I'm left-eye dominant, so it kind of works out a little bit for me. But so I'm a little unorthodox in my shooting, but
As long as you're pocketing balls, there's
mhm.
no such thing as unorthodox.
I had my best night of pool I've ever had on New Year's Eve.
How so?
There's a luck of the draw little tournament, 11, 12 teams in Linden Station. And my partner, Ross Geed, who's amazing. We've shot in a couple tournaments together. We got a lot of the same health problems, so we understand each other. And that was a nice shot.
Yeah, I think we're about to see an attempt at an early 9 too. Maybe.
Maybe. Get ready. But I think we were about 50-50 on eight balls. We ended up taking second place. Rick Allen, my nemesis, he knocked us into the losers bracket, and then he ended up beating us all out. But that was a nice attempt.
I believe
But-
Rick Allen played in 1.2 as
He
a
did.
matter of fact. Yep.
He did. I just seen he was at the ballroom this evening as well. So, but yes, we ended up taking second and won, I think, 8 matches. So it was a good night.
Excellent.
I am a low score, and I had a 6-ball run out, a 5-ball run out, and 2 4-ball run outs.
Get out of here.
So
Atta girl.
I had a good night. Yeah.
Show those boys what's up.
Yeah. Now they'll expect that of me, and that's just not the way that it works. So I was just on a mission, I guess. But I like the game. I wish I could play more. I do play League though.
Where do you play leagues?
In Linden Station
In Linden,
as well.
okay.
It's about 15 miles from Reedsburg.
So for our viewers, that ticker that you see at the bottom of the pool table there, that is the remaining players. Actually, I do have to get rid of one of them. Nick Brodeski was eliminated last night. Bill Sorensen booked his seat in the semifinals, and then we've got Charlie Wolfe and Phong Nguyen. And coming up on the ticker, we've got Sean Johnson and Tom Menina, who are going to be playing tomorrow at 4 o'clock. And then, what are we going to do, Amy?
Redraw.
A redraw.
Best part of the whole thing. Just fun to see who draws who and the shooting styles, if they match up or if they're totally different. And some are slow, some are fast.
Mm-hmm. Most of the remaining players are pretty fast players.
Mm-hmm.
I think Sean and Tom they've got a good pace to their game.
Yep. There's really only that I've noticed only a couple that are slower, where you've had to deal with those issues, but
what?
there.
I don't have any issues to deal with on the stream.
No, not at all.
Never.
Yeah, I run tournaments too. I know how it goes. There's always someone.
Yeah.
Only I put mine in timeouts. Like literally, they get a timeout. They gotta go in a corner. If they're misbehaving. Sometimes,
I love that
sometimes
idea.
they get grounded, and I've had one that got grounded for my next 3 tournaments. One got grounded for a whole year, and then they got to tell me they're sorry and they can come back.
That's fantastic. if you're going to act like a child, you
Yep.
get treated like a
Yep.
child.
Yep,
Oh, that's
exactly.
brilliant. That's brilliant. I think I'm going to have a timeout booth over there.
You
in the
should.
Players section.
It's easier when you're running a tournament. There's a whole bunch of things going on. It's harder when you just got one match going.
Right.
But it worked. All my problem children are back at it and haven't had any issues since. So, oh my. Bet you didn't want to do that.
That was right in the Vincent Didio Memorial pocket. And what a way to let Phong back into the match. Oh, it's not like he was out of it, but
All tied up?
literally.
Literally.
Sometimes we're not so literal about that.
Oh, I know.
If you've ever watched the stream before.
Yeah.
All right, let's talk about this young man. He's actually my nephew. Cody Retlick. He is the founder of Midwest Aerial Productions, based down in Sussex, right outside Milwaukee. Since 2017, he's been providing high-quality aerial services all across the U.S., such as photos, video content, thermal inspections, 3D mapping, and FPV drone tours, and more. So if you're ever in need of assistance in that, give Cody a call or visit his website.
He does really good work.
He produced, when I was still with Brian in Outer Point Streaming, he produced our intro video, and did just an incredible job. And kind of a funny story. I seen this on Facebook the other day, that if you go to a Packer game or a Brewer game or anything like that, it was a meme. And Cheesehead's national anthem is "Save Big Money at Menards."
Oh, jeez.
It was hilarious.
Oh, my.
It was so funny. But the Menards logo, or the jingle.
Yep.
And the reason I bring that up is my nephew, if you look at any, or you see any Menards commercial, they always have that flyover of the parking lot and the building itself.
Yep.
My nephew did all that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so
Oh,
it's
that's
pretty cool.
fantastic. Mark says that you have static.
Major static.
You don't sound that way to me, but
I don't
probably
hear any
sounds
static.
totally different to them.
Mark, what I would suggest, and this does happen with some viewers, obviously you are on YouTube. Otherwise, we wouldn't be able to see your chat right now. But I would recommend logging out and logging back in again. That typically will get rid of it. Well, let me ask the rest of our viewers, do they hear any static? Because if it is on our end, then we're just going to shut it off and start over. I'm just kidding. We're not going to do that.
Mark shot in tournament with Jamie at the Mad Apple.
Oh, okay.
That big one that well, you know.
The Scotch doubles?
No, it was when I shot with John and Larry and them. There's the upper one and then the lower one.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. Jamie needed one more, and he was looking to play, and Jamie said, no, I'm wrong. Was there?
Uh-oh.
All right.
That one did not did not get over the intended ball.
Who was it, Jamie? I thought that's what it was.
No, Jamie's saying no to static.
Oh, okay.
No static.
Oh, that's right.
And I
because
actually got a
that's-
private message from Chris Green that there's no static. So,
Oh,
Mark, it's definitely on your end.
Okay, so then I do have the right person. Like, it can't be two of them.
Well, there can, but
But I suppose. There probably actually is. Oh, he said wasn't me, LOL, so yes it was.
excuse me.
Yeah, I believe him and Sam.
Uh-oh.
Oops.
Uh-oh. Oh, I didn't even see
Oh.
he missed the 4-ball.
Yeah. Sandy Johns, the owner of Einstein's in Oakdale by Toma.
Sandy. What's her last name?
Johns.
Johns. I've heard that name before.
Yeah. They get a woman coming in there, but she wasn't going to do anything. The very first thing she does is runs out a table. And they're, uh-oh.
Good for her.
Yeah. Yeah, she's amazing.
What's
Her-
going on, Jeff Cole? Brittany Nguyen says no static here. All right. Mark Bell, it's probably in your head. That would be my guess. I've known Mark for quite some time, so I think the static is between his ears. Love you, buddy.
I love that the Asian ducky. It's so funny. Every time she posts that, it makes me giggle.
That's Brittany.
Oh, there's my kid.
Corbin.
Nope.
No?
Gage.
Hi,
The
Gage.
middle one.
Aw,
Hi, honey.
saying hi, Mama.
Love you.
What a brilliant shot.
Oh, that's very nice.
Oh,
but now what?
and
No reward.
reward. Hit it so full, just stayed right there.
You have to get Corbin to get in there and say hi. I love you too. Here's one question that I've been asked a couple times. How come you do it on a 7-foot?
Because
And,
nobody plays on a 9-foot anymore.
But wouldn't that be fun?
It would. So I've been back and forth with his name. If you've never heard the name before, you will. I promise you will. His name is Don Mackey, and he's the creator and proprietor, owner of the Pro Billiards Tour. Been around for a long, long time. And that's one of the first questions he asked, as well as Kim Davenport. Why don't we do this on a 9-footer? Whoa!
Oh, nice.
Thank you very much,
Yeah.
says Charlie Wolfe. Well,
Okay.
a good hit can always end up in a good result.
Oh.
Even though we have 5 9-foot tables here at Varsity Club, other than well, I shouldn't say that. There are
Nice shot.
some people that do play on the 9-footers, but very few. And
Right.
there's no 9-foot tournaments anymore
Right.
in Wisconsin.
There's not, I mean, other than the ballroom, they have one, and that's generally for ring games,
Yeah.
and that's it. And I was wrong. So I'm sorry, Mark Bell. It was Mark West that shot with Jamie.
Ah, totally different guy.
Yes, totally different guy.
Actually-
And I apologize because I do know the difference now that I got the right name. So many to
I
remember.
played golf with Mark West probably 3-4 times this summer.
Oh, good.
Good man.
Yeah, he was very nice.
All right, let's talk about this guy. His name is Matt Strong, and he is the billiards manager here at Varsity Club.
He makes strong things.
And when so what Amy just said is, it's funny because it took 4 months for Matt Strong to come up with a bio of his company. It literally, that's all it said on the sponsor spotlight was, he makes strong things.
Was it strong things or sharp things?
Or sharp things. That's
I make,
it. Yeah,
I make sharp things.
Anyway, he makes custom knives, and if you're looking for that perfect gift for that friend or family member who is difficult to buy for, Matt Strong makes incredibly beautiful and functional custom knives. And we got to make that go away for a second so we can get back to the game at hand.
Get yelled at. I apologize, Mark Bell. I do know who you are. I just had a moment. We'll put it that way. I had a moment.
How old are you now, Amy?
50.
50. Yeah. I've been having those moments for about I don't know, 13 years or so.
Oh, I've probably had them my whole life.
Yeah.
And I'm naturally blonde, so throw that on top of it.
Oh boy, yeah, that doesn't help.
Yeah. Oh yeah, yep, that's your mom. That's what Gage says in there. Probably about the blonde, I don't know.
What's going on, Maya Hookstra?
Hi, Maya.
Gator.
Yes, exactly, a blonde moment.
All right, Charlie electing to push.
I never know what to do in that situation. That's why I don't like it. Because I'd get it sent back and then I wouldn't be able to make the shot.
Here's the way I always look at a push. You want to make your opponent think that it's a very difficult shot.
Mm-hmm.
But if it gets returned, you're okay with shooting it. Does that make sense?
Yes. Yeah. Yep.
Because they never know what you got up your sleeve.
Oof.
You know, are you intentionally going to try to play a safe?
Right.
Or are you going to try to pocket the ball? Keep them guessing.
Sure. Aw, thanks, Maya.
Yeah, thanks a lot, buddy. That's...
But interesting things, too, like last night, I didn't know if they had called that 3 foul until it was a 3 foul.
You know, funny, so you bring that up, because actually somebody in the chat had mentioned, too, that he said, well, I thought you weren't going to get involved, because I did say something on the microphone that it's not up to me. It's but Mike Lemire kind of looked over at me, and I looked at him, and I just kind of pointed and I pointed right to Mike. I'm like, you got to let him know, otherwise it's not going to count.
Oh, so he was looking at you to tell you and not him?
Right.
That's all I see.
And he actually already told Nick that he was on 3 foul.
Oh, okay.
And Nick and obviously you don't get to see that on camera, but Nick kind of nodded. He's like, yeah, I know.
Right.
I'm already on 3.
I'm sure he figured that out.
Yeah. That was a pretty intense match.
Yeah, it really was. It was very back and forth until the 9 combos went in, at the end. So, see, I pay attention, I promise.
Yeah, and Mike Lemire had... Uh-oh. Ooh, and he's hooked. Yeah, I think it was, 3 ball in hand on the 9? At least 2, where Nick scratched on either the 8 or the 7 ball. Mm-hmm. Brutal when you're playing for $2,000.
Right.
Well, I think that was just, oh boy. Oh, I thought that 9 was getting a little bit closer there.
Yeah. If I remember correctly, there was a few 9 balls hung too.
Several, for sure. All right, attempted safe. I don't think that is going to work out so good for Phong. Thin cut on the 6, but manageable. The difficulty on this is going to be holding that cue ball.
Ooh.
Yeah, got a little fortunate there. It looked like from that angle, if he hadn't hit the 7, that cue ball was destined for the side pocket.
I think so, yeah. See, now I like that little leg there. See? On the screen.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of our own little instant replay.
Right, yep. Oh, that was nice.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Ooh,
Nope, he's
boy.
good.
Yeah, but he left himself a
Yeah, that's
very
hard.
difficult shot.
I thought that he was going to put it on the other side of the 9. You know, just kind of.
Mm-hmm. Back and
to the-
forth.
He changed his mind, but yep.
That is 2 9-balls that Charlie has left in the pocket for Phong.
Mm-hmm.
We're all tied up again. All right. I'm going to give you the easiest sponsor spotlight ever.
Okay,
All right. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Are you prepared?
I'm prepared.
Okay. It's all yours.
Okay. We're at the varsity club. You're here. I could have said you are here.
Oh
Better.
my, that's fantastic. That is so much better than Chris Green already. Well done.
Oh, thanks. I said 3 words.
Yeah, but you said them so well.
Oh, 9-ball break doesn't count, correct?
No, it does not. So, if I did not mention the rules ahead of time, I think I did. Well, if not, I'll say it now.
I don't believe you did. Not tonight.
9-ball is BCA rules. Rack your own. 3 foul rule is in effect. The only thing that's different than the, I'm using air quotes right now, traditional 9-ball is there is no 9-ball breaks.
And how come is that?
Because I like the differential between 9-ball and 10-ball.
Gotcha.
You know, 10-ball is, it's called every shot.
Right.
Where 9-ball is slop, and in my opinion, just my opinion, I believe that 9-ball on a break is just a lucky shot. That's all it is.
Right.
You can't plan for it. You can't rack it to where it's always going to go in. And if you do, you're a cheater. So,
Yes.
and you see it in, and I'm not condemning any other entity, but that's one of the things that, they call it a golden break in some of the matchroom events and everything.
Sure.
I'm not a fan of the 9-ball break, and
Pros.
especially in the Moscone Cup.
Yeah. Well, those guys do. They practice it over and over and over again. So they, it happens often.
Yeah, to me, it's a lucky shot. I think, my opinion, again, it should be taken out of pool, out of 9-ball. Some people
Just,
like it.
At least have one rule.
All right. Excellent shot by Phong on the 1-ball to get that perfect shape on the 2.
Oh, Gage's got to blow the dust off of his pool stick, miss it. Well, then do it. You're an adult. Can't do it for you.
How old is Gage?
19. Be 20 next month.
Yeah, he's an adult.
Yep. Get Alyssa one and go shoot some pool.
There you go. Word from your mama.
Yeah. Probably wouldn't even understand that.
All right, Phong
Nice.
regains the lead. Actually, I think this is the first time he has led in this match so far.
I don't know, but that was really fast.
All right. I'm sure this man is out there somewhere. He hasn't chimed in yet, but his name is Andy Coons, and he is the creator and proprietor, or administrator, owner of Wisconsin Pool Players Society. And it was created to share tournaments, knowledge, and discuss other pool-related topics like Fargo complaints and
Yeah, he loves them.
Yeah, lots of other things going on. And Andy informed me last night, as a matter of fact, it is now over 10,800 members, largest Facebook group, pool group in Wisconsin or Midwest.
Yes.
All right, so Phong decided that he is not a big fan of playing 9-ball, so we're going to play 5-ball in this rack.
Keeps going down.
Jeez, no doubt. Monster break and not much of a shot unless he decides to play a bank shot on the 1-ball. Oh, look at this. Look at this.
Oh, my. I must have missed something. What did Fred do?
So, Thursday night, I think I mentioned this earlier. Thursday night, I was supposed to give Corey Peterson, my teammate, the jersey that I have for Fred, the salsa man.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I completely forgot to give it to Corey.
Oh,
so,
I get it now. Jerseyless also.
Yeah. So now he changed his screen name.
Another blonde moment.
To the jerseyless. You know, actually, he sent me a picture yesterday because I asked him, I said, once you get that jersey, I want you to put it on and send me a picture of it. So he sent me a picture of a black blank screen.
Wow.
This is what my jersey looks like.
Makes sense.
Funny man, Fred. You ever tried some of Fred's salsa?
I have.
Oh, what a beautiful
Yeah,
shot.
nice. I have not. But I think I need to.
You should. Yeah, you really should.
Doesn't
All
he
right,
do asparagus too?
Yes.
Oh.
You like spice?
Yes.
You're gonna. He's got zippy, zippier, and zippiest. All of it's good.
One of my favorite things is the pickled asparagus. So anything. Oh, yum.
All right. This is what Charlie is facing. He kind of winced at the leave, and now you can see why. Nasty.
Oh, you got the look.
Yeah. Getting to the 10 or to the 9. Yeah, that's a smart shot. Just take what you get. Yikes.
Oh.
Yeah, that was a tough shot. And that was a direct result of the shot on the 4. Left himself in a bad position on the 8.
Here's a really good example. I'd shoot that ball in the Vincent Didio pocket.
Ooh, I didn't think that one was going. You would have what?
Shot that in the Vincent Didio pocket.
Would have you?
Memorial pocket, yeah.
You would have banked that 9?
No, I would have shot. Isn't that the?
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. That's where I would have shot that. Where normal.
It's closer to that one over there, though.
Oh, yeah. I know. But.
Then if you would have made it, nobody would have questioned you anyway.
That's true.
All right, Phong. For the first time, we've got a 2-game spread. I'm going to talk about this guy real quick. His name is Eddie Altman, and he sent me a message last week. You know what? I don't have time. I'll do that on the next one. We don't want to miss this break.
Going for 5, is that?
1 down.
Oh,
That'll be about it.
Nope. Not going to make it.
And look at the 6 ball just ruining his dreams.
Can you see it at all? Oh, you can see it a little bit. But,
Let's get in
what's
there a
he gonna
little
do?
closer and see what's going on. I think he might have it.
He can hit it. I don't know what he's going to do with it. He might be Can he bank it?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, he's just going to hit
Safe.
it. Okay, sure. Oh, there's too many balls out there yet.
And not an efficient safe.
That's my safe.
Yeah, mine too.
He
Most
didn't mean
of the
to
time.
do that.
Yeah, leave them wide open, straight in. All right, I think this is probably the second hardest shot on this layout. The 2 to 3, probably have to draw out of it 2 rails, and then the 3 to the 5 is not going to be simple either. He hit it good. Oh,
perfect.
He doesn't want to end up flat again. Oh,
No.
He's all right.
He's kind of set up good because get on the 4, and if he can't get on the 5, he's got 2 different combos that he could look like they're dead.
Yeah, 5-7 doesn't look too bad.
5-6 looks like it's straight in there too.
Maybe a little off
what
angle.
side he gets on, how he hits it. But
Are you a fan of playing combos, Amy?
I am, actually.
Are you?
Yes, I get yelled at for it, but I like them, especially the ones that are dead and they go flying in. I love it.
Some people hate them. I mean,
Yeah.
some players just hate
I
playing
like 'em.
combos.
But I like them with a little off angle. See, I'm weird, but ooh,
Whoa. Outer points
Yikes.
just saved Charlie.
yeah, it did. Here's where that combo comes in.
You know, I forgot the 4 ball was on the table. It looked like the 8 ball to me.
Oh,
Oops.
no.
Well struck. Little bit thin on the 5 ball, but I think it's manageable with a little bit of inside English. Probably play the 5 and the 6
And
in the
6.
same pocket. Overcut.
Uh-oh. Not that way, though. Yes, all tied up now.
Yes, yeah. Charlie's leaving a little out there tonight so far. Good stroke by Phong.
Is it me, or do they both have really long bridges? Does
Yes.
it seem like that? They do. Okay.
Agreed.
We were just talking about bridges on the way up here. And
The
how-
ones that you drive over?
No, not that kind.
Oh, okay.
But how much it can make a difference in your shot. Just the length of it.
It sure does. If you've got a very straight stroke, straight right arm, if you're right-handed, that bridge, a
Well-
longer bridge will help you out to get a little bit more power.
Right. Yep.
But that short bridge, you tend to get a little pokey. You get a small stroke.
Which I find a really excessively long bridge. It doesn't seem like you have a whole lot of control. So it all depends. Uh-oh.
That's
That
the
was
first
very
time.
unlike him.
Yeah. Fong's come up dry.
Yeah, that's literally what I was just kind of talking about. Mark Bell said of his break to see the long bridge. Yeah. But I have a video from Randy Lamar, his training video,
Can't believe it.
and he talks in detail about the length of your bridge and how it should be. Oh my.
Yeah, can't believe it.
That's old school one. He laughs about it if we bring it up.
Oh, no doubt about it. Every single year at the Wisconsin Billiards Hall of Fame weekend, John Kramer puts Randy Lamar and I at the same tables.
So you can play cards?
Nope.
Oh.
No. Oh, yeah.
That's later.
Randy Lamar is like my personal bank account when it comes to Texas Hold'em.
Oh.
If you want to make some money, get in a poker game with Randy
Yeah,
Lamar.
he's not afraid. Yeah.
He'll play any
He
two
likes
cards.
that. Go to any state tournament. He might not even shoot at it, but he'll be at the table playing cards.
100%.
I like him.
Randy's a good dude.
Yeah, he shot in my last tournament.
Probably won more state titles than anybody,
Yeah.
and won more tournaments in the state of Wisconsin than anybody,
Mhm.
other than maybe Larry Neville.
Right. Oh, look at that. Oh. Oh.
You know, the worst part is that 5 ball is in the way, and
Mhm.
this is a really difficult shot for Charlie. That 2 ball is deep.
Jumps going off the
In,
table, probably.
Yeah, there's no way you're going to jump over that and keep it. I think he's got to go between the 6 and the 7 and avoid the 4. I mean, he could try and shorten it up, play the bank or the kick right past the 8 ball.
Mm-hmm. This is a total scratch shot for me.
Yeah, and that would be my biggest concern.
It's going dead center. Not putting anything on it. I don't think he's deep enough.
Oh, my gosh.
Nope. I didn't think he was.
How do you hit that ball and it doesn't go in?
Yeah, did you see it moved like a millimeter and then...
Oh, my God. Whoa.
What happened? Oh, he didn't have ball in hand. He hit the ball. Oh, Jamie says when we're talking about Randy, Lamar, just ask him. He'll tell you himself.
Yes, he will.
He's
He's not shy.
No. He's Jamie's partner once, and said like the worst he's ever shot. Jamie's like, worst partner I've ever had. More state tournaments than anybody. Your worst partner. Can't make a ball. It was funny. It was all in good fun.
Well, that's unfortunate for Phong.
For sure.
He did not realize that Charlie actually hit the ball.
Yeah, it was light. You could just kind of see it.
It
Just
just
moved like
wiggled.
a millimeter.
Yeah, and from where Phong is sitting, it's kind of hard. We'll kind of give you an idea of what it looks like here. That's where Phong is sitting in conjunction to where that. I'll give you a better idea of where that 2 ball was.
Right. So it probably was about impossible. Excuse me. Yeah, the numbers were on the top, so we wouldn't have even seen that move.
Nope.
Nope.
I think Charlie has left himself really tough again. He's jacked up over the 9 ball, and he's got to force this cue ball out just a little bit to get on this 5.
Oh.
Yeah. Yep. That was tough. That 9 ball hindered his bridge and stroke. All right. Fong's going to have to amp up on this one.
6 ball.
Hit this one hard to get to. Yeah,
Or not.
very nice. Good stroke.
Yeah.
Same thing as before, though. He's very flat like Charlie was.
Mm-hmm.
Not much he's going to be able to do with this cue ball. Yep, I agree. Jerseyless Fred. Should have asked.
He should have it now.
Looks like Phong has an angle to go past the 8 ball
and come
and
back
play
up.
it in the same pocket.
Oh.
Dear Lord in heaven. Where is that going?
Well, probably still gonna play it. Would you play it in the same pocket, or would you go all the way
I
down?
would now.
Yeah. I hate those. Are the ones I hate. when I can see both pockets, it really messes.
It messes with your. He's got to draw out of this. He's queuing very low to try and low left.
Ooh.
Oh my.
Hand scratch. Oh my.
Well, that's exactly what Charlie was looking for.
Right. Oh, Jamie said that he couldn't tell that the 2-ball moved either. It was apparent here. I could see it.
Yeah.
Break.
It definitely moved. Charlie just looked up at the booth, and I don't know if you've seen that. He looked at me and just kind of smiled because he doesn't want to play this 8-ball in that pocket. I personally would not anyway, because I would actually play it in the side pocket to his right.
Yeah. Okay.
Charlie just gave a nice little fist pump.
It's the thing about 9-ball that can change so quickly. You know, the scores, how quickly you can catch up.
Oh, no doubt. All right, just let the players know that immediately following this game, we are going to do the player spotlight of Charlie Wolfe. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining us on this Saturday night. Greatly appreciate you being here for the Knockout Challenge quarterfinals. If you are not already a subscriber, what should they do, Amy?
They should like and subscribe and share.
Yep. Hit that little notification bell. That way, every single time that we go live, and we're going to be doing this again tomorrow at 4 o'clock, with Tom Menina and Sean Johnson. That is the wrap for the quarterfinals match. Then you're going to get a notification that Little Cheddar and Amy Cools are talking again.
Hi, Trevor.
Trevor Simpson. Well, speaking of tomorrow, I guess we're going to let the cat out of the bag. He's been here before, and he's going to be here again. The guy that has helped me with so many issues with computers and instant replay and just oodles and
Not
oodles
according
of
to
other
Anonymous.
things. Yeah, we don't. Yeah, that doofus last night. Yeah. Apparently said Trevor has no idea what he was talking about. And Trevor works on computers for the IRS, so he kind of knows what he's doing.
Knows a little bit, yeah.
But Trevor is going to be gracing us with his presence in the commentator's chair over there where Amy is, and sitting in the booth with me for about 3 or 4 hours. Joseph Marowitz saying, "Go Phong."
I agree. I always look at my opponent and ask if it's ball in hand. Always. I never have picked up a ball without knowing for sure.
Yep, me too. Same.
Just for little instances like that, you know.
Yep, that's a very good point, Fred, and that's a good practice. And thank you for saying that. It's, even though I know it's time away from the match, it's always been my belief or my thought process that I think the viewers should get to know who they're watching. And I enjoy the player spotlight as well.
Me too. That's Jamie's favorite part.
Is it?
Yeah, he loves the player spotlight. You learn, You know, we're human, you know, not just pool players. There's a lot more to it than that. You know?
Absolutely. You know, we all have a life outside of pool. We all have jobs and careers and everything else. We're all human beings, and there's so many guys that have been in the booth that I would have never guessed that they do, you know, whatever it is that we talk about. Hobbies, or I've done so many player spotlights I can't remember a lot of the things that people have told me, but it's been very interesting.
Nice shot. Oh, I wasn't expecting that.
Me either. I thought that 4 was in.
My, oh my. Do you know what I am in profession by trade? Before
I do not.
all this? I was a CPA, accountant.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I did tax. I did everybody's taxes. That was my big thing. Did all the bars' taxes and small businesses. And
So you are a numbers girl.
I am a numbers girl. And then I got out of that, and then I
Uh-oh.
had my A&T.
Uh-oh.
Ooh.
All right, Fong's going for the jump cue, and thanks to Trevor Simpson, I'm going to be getting the instant replay ready. Yeah, I don't think that's the best view there.
That's a good one. Oh.
Well, no reason to play an instant replay on that.
Nope.
Well, yet again, this is exactly what Charlie Wolfe is looking for. 3 ball outs. Those are my favorite in 9 ball. Actually, 1 ball outs are usually my favorite. And I'm usually like 50% to win at that point.
I'd like a 9 ball out. Make half of them on the break and then just have a few left.
Just 1 or 2 left.
Yeah, worked for me. Keith Cross says hello, Dale.
What's going on, Keith? All right, that is 5-6. We are going to take this player spotlight is roughly about 7 minutes long. So sit back, relax, and get to know Charlie Wolfe. That's not it.
Knocked out.
That is definitely not it. Let's try this one. All right, welcome everybody to the player spotlight of Mr. Charlie Wolfe. Thank you for staying tuned for his player profile and all about Charlie. How do you think you're doing tonight, Charlie?
I think I'm hitting pretty good.
How do you know that?
I'm not missing very much.
You haven't played anything yet.
I can usually tell how I warm up.
All right, let's talk about that a little bit. We're going to get into that question, how you warm up and mentally prepare for one of the matches. But tell our viewers, who's Charlie Wolfe?
47 years old. Pretty much married.
Pretty much married.
Yeah, we've been together 15 years. Serena Phillips, she's sitting over there in the corner.
I was going to say, does she have a ring on her hand over there?
She has rings, but it's not the ring.
Just too afraid to ask, or afraid she'll say no?
No, she won't say no.
I can't say anything because Mrs. Cheddar and I are the same way. We've been engaged for 9 years now. So you still currently live in Rockton, Illinois?
I do.
All right. Where exactly is that?
It is about 7 miles from Beloit, Wisconsin, 7 miles from the Carum Room.
Wow.
7 minutes, I mean.
7 minutes. That's pretty precise.
I can walk it in an hour.
I don't know if I'd ever want to walk 7 miles just to play pool. Well, okay, that's a lie. I think I would. Been playing for 25 years, and why is 8-ball your favorite game?
It's a different puzzle every time. It's like a chess game. And I like playing chess. I'm a little good at it.
A little good?
A little
All right.
good. But yeah, that's why I like 8-ball. Different patterns every time.
So are you going to get nervous if we end up playing rotation tonight?
No.
All right. Because we're going to get into that, too, because we've got 3 matches where 2 out of those 3 you did play rotation. But You play with a Pat Davini.
I do play with a Pat Davini.
Beautiful cue, by the way. I just got done looking at that, as a matter of fact.
Thank you.
And favorite restaurant is what?
Maryland, Houston.
And that's a steakhouse where?
Steakhouse right by the Caramel in Beloit.
I'll have to try that the next time I'm down there visiting Dave Coles.
Yeah, it's like 2 blocks away.
All right. So, J.R. Villegas, and there's something that I have to say about that match, and I know you're going to remember it well. I actually have a sportsmanship trophy on the way for J.R. Villegas. I don't know if that's one of the most memorable moments for you, but do you want to tell our viewers what happened?
It was hill match, and he accidentally tapped the cue ball and called a foul on himself. You know, very sportsmanlike guy to do that.
And you didn't even see it.
No, I wasn't even paying attention. I didn't see it.
Right, and nobody else in the building, as far as I could tell, could see it. Hill game, and that's anyway. That it's phenomenal what JR did, and it's a lot of money, you know, as you're well aware of for this tournament. So, is there any other? Say you played Logan Heisel in 10-ball and you played Chad Powell in 10-ball. Is there any really memorable moment out of those 3 matches?
They all put up a great, good competition. I was way out of stroke, and so I struggled getting my games, but I got there. It's the focus and grinding.
Okay. So that being said, Charlie, all 3 matches you were not, I guess, in stroke, and so you feel good about coming into tonight playing Phong?
I do play good. I do feel good. I've been putting in the table time, and hopefully it shows tonight.
So, table time. Is there any practice drills or anything that you do to physically prepare your game for a match like this?
I do practice drills where I set up the balls where pretty much of all the shots you're going to do for the night. So I'll line the balls up in the middle of the table, get my eyes lined up and my stroke lined up. Once I get that dialed in, I'll start doing cut shots and go from there.
Okay. Anything in mental preparation?
No, not really.
Do you get nervous at all?
When I was in my younger days, I got nervous. When I was playing the tougher guys, I'd always get nervous and fall apart. But now I learned all I got to do is make one less mistake than the other guy, and I win.
True story. And I know for a fact you've been watching the previous 2 matches, and it's gone to the end just about every time. Yep. And it's those tiny little mistakes that really rear their ugly head throughout, especially that blinding at the end of the match.
Yep.
So, outside of pool, and I'm sorry, what is your fiance's name? Serena. She's here watching tonight. Is there any hobbies or anything that you do outside of pool?
Love to fish. Used to play chess. Other than that, I like to travel and play poker.
Travel and play poker. I kind of pick you as a Texas Hold'em guy.
I do.
Excellent.
I got caches all over the country.
I did not know that. I don't know if our viewers know that. What's your biggest cache?
80K.
What?
80K.
Holy crap.
2008.
Damn. That's a big win. Where was that at?
Caesars out in Vegas during the World Series.
Holy cow. That's fantastic. All right, so what do you do for a living? Just curious.
I'm in the fiber optics, making the new internet come alive.
I'm assuming that pretty much everything is going to be fiber optics at some point.
Yes, in the near future. It's like a 10-year infrastructure goal.
Okay. Well, it has been a pleasure, watching your 3 matches. We've had you on the stream twice now,
yep.
And this is number 3. And thank you very much for playing in the Knockout Challenge 1.2. And I wish you all the best of luck tonight.
Thank you.
Play well, Charlie.
I'll do my best.
You betcha. All right, everyone, we are back, and thank you so much for sticking around for the player spotlight of Charlie Wolfe. Hope you enjoyed it, and we are set to go again. This is the quarterfinals match. Race to 13-9 ball. If you're just joining us, thanks for being here. This is Little Cheddar. And that lady right over there is Miss Amy Cools.
Corbin's mom.
Corbin's mom, yes. Been in the chat every single match, I think, since we started the Knockout Challenge. Actually, I think since I started Outer Points Productions itself, all on its own. So
at least try to sneak in there.
It's a pleasure. It truly is a pleasure. And again, if anybody knows Amy's backstory, it truly is a treat having her here. So sit back and enjoy the rest of the match. We'll be doing the player spotlight of Phong Nguyen in about, we'll kind of see how the match progresses. I don't want to end up like last night where we did 2 player spotlights right in a row where we had a trophy presentation. So
yeah, that went long.
Yeah, I try not to interrupt play as much as possible. You know, if somebody gets on a streak, you don't want to take a break, but players got to use the restroom, and smokers will go out and smoke.
Speaking of WPPS, got a hello in there too.
Tonight's special at the Varsity Club is 2 Sloppy Joes with fries for $6. So that's what I did during the player spotlight. And it just arrived. So you get to sit back and listen to Amy for a little bit while and I'm doing this intentionally, wolf down some of my food.
Asian ducky, that kills me. Smells good.
It is. Right now, my biggest concern is not getting any on my white shirt.
I miss all those good foods. Well, that worked. Well, I don't know how he's going to get on 3. Or what he's going to do with the 3, I should say.
So with your, and I apologize if I should not bring this up, with your health issues, are you on a very strict, limited diet?
Missed it and scratched. I can take, there's medication that I can take that helps me digest, but I have a problem with swallowing is part of this whole deal. So, and meat and fruit, which is horrifying because I love fruit. It just, I get horrible pains in my side. Like almost you'd think that I was having a what is that called? That thing in your side that you get taken out.
Colostomy bag?
No.
Or you're talking about, you're talking about,
appendix.
Oh my gosh.
Appendix. Yes. It's just painful. So, but there is medication. If I know I'm going to be having something delicious, then I can take that and it eases that. I just got to chew well.
I'm doing that right now.
You are. Mouth closed and all. Such a good boy. Such good manners. Shot.
Do we dare commentators curse them? I think we're going to be all tied up
Vincent
after these two.
Oh, he made one. And it was a 6-ball.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, that was the 6-ball in the Vincent Didio pocket. That's Memorial pocket, sorry. Seemed to be the one that was getting to him.
All right. We are tied up yet again. Phong jumping out to a little bit of a lead there before the break. Well, Charlie got 2 of them back, and now we're at 6 apiece again.
Got a few comments in there. I don't know what a couple of them mean. You would understand, I'm sure. I don't know what hit Trevor's talking about, asking if it was a good hit.
To be quite honest, I'm not sure either.
I
That's
forget-
on the players.
I forget to look at it.
If they don't call me out of the booth to watch something, then I don't leave the booth.
Oh, I see what Brittany's. I get it now. She's saying you and Phong both need a tied to go stick for your white shirt. Now, oh, that makes sense. That's funny.
So it's funny you bring that up, Brittany, because Phong and I were talking about when he ordered his jersey. So it used to be, if you remember way back in the beginning of the Knockout Challenge, the winner and the runner-up all got white shirts. But, well, here. It looks just like this. This was the champion's jersey. So white with blue, and then the runner-up was white with red. So I can't wear white shirts. And I've given the players the ability to just order their own jersey, whichever one that they want from the onboard site. And one of the first things Phong says was, I need something that's really dark because I have a bad tendency to eat my food with my shirt.
Well, now that I was in the booth, do I get to order a shirt too? You're looking at me funny. Oh my goodness, there's no way. How did that not go in? Look how deep in that pocket that is.
My microphone isn't on.
Oh, that's right. Sorry, he's still feeding his face.
Yep.
So I'm just talking to myself, kind of. He's listening, I think. That is really, really deep in there. There hasn't been a single match, I don't think, that hasn't been like this, where it's close and everybody is just, they're, not necessarily always playing their A game, but pretty darn close to it,
And in some of the earlier rounds, and I didn't mention that before, I kind of alluded to it because there's 64 players in this bracket. I don't have the time, nor my wife would not be too happy with me if I was streaming 60, it would be a total of 63 matches, which is just, there's no way.
Right.
So what I did was,
oh
my
goodness,
this is just back and forth and back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to get to exactly what you were talking about, Amy, is so the first 2 rounds of the bracket or the tournament itself, the players are allowed to schedule at any venue as long as they are playing on a diamond table. No exceptions. Even if both players agree, it's not acceptable because when you get here, everything's on a diamond table. Mm-hmm. So in some of the earlier matches in the beginning of the tournament, there were some blowouts. I mean, like 11-1
Sure.
and 11-2. But since we've gotten into the latter stages of the tournament, there's been a couple, Phong and Maya, and I feel for
Yeah,
Maya,
right.
he ran into a buzzsaw.
Yeah.
But for the majority, and that's what I love about this, these matches are nail biters all the way down to the end.
Mm-hmm. Like right
Very
now.
exciting. Yes, exactly. And it could honestly, this match could completely turn around at
Yeah.
some point where
Yeah,
somebody can
only-
get you gear.
Only about halfway there, so.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, Jason. I'm looking at your name right now. Jason Gibbs in the chat.
Jason, we're looking right at your jersey sitting here in the booth. And I promise it's laying on top of here so that way Matt Strong will give it to you when so remind him that it's in the booth. So when you get here for your lesson, he's taking a lesson with Matt Strong in the next couple of days.
Oh, nice.
All right. Charlie Wolfe taking over the lead again.
Well, the other thing that I love about this is the chat, how it's not necessarily always about pool. It gets off track and people are funny and or think they're funny.
Thank God. 'Cause seriously, and I'll never condemn another stream, ever. Because I know what it's like. And it's not always easy. So when you add, and I was talking with Don Mackey about this earlier, that you have to find a way to keep your viewers engaged. And if you don't, they're not going to come back. I mean, it's that simple. You can go and watch there's so many pool streams out there. I mean, just tons of them that are all about pool. I can do that, but that's not my personality.
Right.
When I commentated with Tim DeRuyter on one of the Predator events in Baraboo, you don't go off script. Otherwise you get kind of a slap on the fingers, or they'll mute you, like I do to Chris Green all the time.
Time out.
Wow.
You're
Going for the 3-ball combo.
You're getting scolded now.
I'm getting scolded?
Yep. Jason gets his jersey.
Yes, Vincent. I already gave your jersey to Charlie at the beginning, before the match even started.
Nice shot.
Is he hooked on the outer point?
I don't think so. I'm looking down at the table, but
I think he is.
He might be a little. Well, he's shooting at it like he's not, but it.
Yes, he was.
He was.
Yes, he was. Hooked on the outer points. Yeah. That's never a good thing.
Looking down at the table, I guess I couldn't exactly see where it was, but now I can see it on the screen. I got bird's eye view, and it's still my bird's eye is still wrong.
Well, the worst thing that Phong could do, well, other than the obvious, miss the 1 ball, but to break that, was it the 2 and the 6 apart, because that 2 had no pocket.
Right.
So now he left Charlie with a shot on the 1 and broke up the 2 ball.
Did you see Fred's comment, though?
I'm trying to ignore him.
Oh. Vincent says you're awesome. Gary Crow says evening.
What's going on, Gary? Thanks for joining us. Fred, I promise you I will not forget on Thursday to give it to Corey. Unless I forget.
Well, thank you for having me on here. It means a lot, actually.
Thank you for being here.
It was a, well, you know my thing with pool, so. My family. My fam. Whether I know you or not.
Well,
family.
I agree.
Oops.
And I'm all about family. We've got 3 kids. Mrs. Cheddar and I, you know, we've got baby cheddar and string cheese and Nader Animator, and there's nothing more important in the world.
Yep. So I'm kind of blessed. I feel like I've got 2. Like, my personal family, I've got my 3 kids and my granddaughter and their significant others. And then pool family. I get people that I've never met before, don't even know what they look like, sometimes will private message me, say, how you feeling today, or
That's awesome.
It's amazing. It's just amazing.
You know, and it's like any other family. You know, you've got your difficult people. There's no doubt about it, but there's a lot of really good people in pool.
What's shocking?
It's an amazing community.
It really is. What's shocking to me is the people that, like who you're talking about, you know, like those few always somehow turn up with a similar situation, or they humanize themselves, you know. I don't know if I'm making much sense. I apologize if I'm not trying to get the words out, but like we were talking about earlier, with the player spotlights, is you get to see that they're people, you know. But you forget when all you see them is in a pool hall, and maybe they're cocky, and maybe, you know, or temperamental, or what have you, but, or I call it passionate. But that's not necessarily who they are as a human being. That's their pool side, you know. But then there are some that's just who they are. You're few, you know.
Yep.
What I like with these, especially the last few I've noticed, is they're so expressionless. Like, you can kind of tell sometimes when they're getting a little frustrated, but it's more in how they shoot than their faces.
For sure.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yep.
Sometimes you get those people that slam their stick on the floor but you don't get that here with these guys. Not that you haven't, because you have, but the 1 or 2, you know, out of all these people, it's pretty amazing.
And I know I've said it before, but that's one of the things that I've really enjoyed about doing this knockout challenge is the players already know that, and I'm not trying to be arrogant. Please don't take it that way, and I hope nobody does. But I don't put up with any crap on my stream. I don't. Either you will act like a good sport and conduct yourself as so, or you won't play. I mean, it's plain and simple. And we've had guys that have slammed their stick, called frivolous things for me to get out there and watch a hit or something, or they're up and out of their chair pacing back and forth to deliberately shark their opponent. And I won't stand for it, because I can see everything that happens in this room.
Those are the ones that get grounded on my...
Absolutely.
Time out, and then they get grounded. Hi, Mason.
Wow. If that was intentional, that was one hell of a nice save.
If it was intentional. I'm not so sure it was totally what he meant to do, but it worked out really well if it wasn't.
What's going on, Mason? Good hit. and did not leave Charlie with much other than maybe another attempted safe unless he decides to take on the bank. So if you've seen earlier at the very beginning of the broadcast, Don Mackey sent me the video a little while ago. You've seen Kim Davenport on Stroke Zone. Can you believe that's how that turned out just now?
Yeah.
Of all the places for that to end up,
Yeah.
he's got a shot on the one. So,
Yep.
Oh my goodness. I think the pressure's starting to get to somebody here.
Over that halfway point.
So the Stroke Zone video in the very beginning, we're going to find out, because I talked to Don Mackey this afternoon, and he said he's got guests over at his house, but I really think I'd like to have him, and I'm going to message him right now, as a matter of fact, and see if he's up for a live call and give everybody kind of a description. And what a beautiful attempt.
Nice try.
And ends up almost safe. Not a pocketable one ball, I don't believe. Let's get in a little bit tighter. Yeah, I don't think he can cut that.
I just said the two most hated words in pool. Nice try.
Nice try. And pockets the 2 ball. And hook behind the 6. Yeah, Don Mackey was having guests over at his house, and they were having cheddar fondue. Isn't that nice?
Oh.
I'm little cheddar. He's the big cheese. Well, given that Don is already in the chat, and our viewers don't realize that, he's messaging, and he said he's too deep into margaritas right now. So having a live call is...
Uh-oh.
How's it going, Don? Hope your party went well.
At least he's honest.
Jimmy Newman, I could not agree more with what you just said.
I agree, too.
It's a gentleman's game that should be played with respect and fairness. It is greatly appreciated how you run your KO challenges, Dale. Get it, Phong. Thanks, Jimmy. I believe Jimmy has played in every knockout challenge that he has been eligible for. And he's in 1.3 as well. Pardon me a little bit because I'm going to eat my pickle.
You eat your pickle. Jamie shot with Jimmy in a tournament, too. Him and Mason and Justin Volk at the Wisconsin Cup, the ballroom.
Great tournament.
Yeah, it's fun. Fun to watch, too. But there's talk about getting some heated heads there. That one brings out some of the finest.
I've never played in that one.
It's pretty neat.
Pretty intense.
Yeah, it is. Well, you got 4 guys that are, all after the same thing, but there's 4 of them, not just 2, and so it
intensifies.
Yes,
you betcha.
Definitely.
Well, Mr. Mackey, I don't know if you were watching earlier, but as soon as Charlie shoots that 8 ball and while he gets set, you've already messaged this lady several times from what I heard. This is Miss Amy Cools.
Hi, Don.
Gracing me with her presence, and it's a pleasure having her in the booth.
Again, pleasure is all mine.
All right, here we go again. Charlie in the lead by 1.
Justin wants to know, is 525 and under full?
Yes, sir, it is. It was full a long time ago. I was trying to fill a 128-player bracket, and we got up to right around 87, I think, was the largest amount. And not we're all confirmed and paid and everything else, but I have a schedule that I have to keep. So I knew that it was probably not going to get to 128, so I cut it off at 64. So the first 64 players that were paid got in. And as a matter of fact, we are doing the player auction a week from tomorrow here at the Varsity Club. And no, that will not be live if anybody is going to ask that question. We don't do that.
Nice break.
And a shot on the 2-ball.
They're getting serious now. No.
Phong doesn't look. Let's move the camera over by Phong. He doesn't look too serious right now. That's fantastic. That's one thing, and some players can do that.
Yeah.
I can't. My phone goes in my pool case or somewhere else while I'm shooting.
Right,
I can't. Yeah. And
to me, anyway.
Statistically, or I don't know who decides all that crap, but they say that if you're on your phone, it takes 10, 15, 20 seconds to get your brain wrapped around your goal there.
Right.
All right. Looks like a little float forward on the 4-ball should get him in perfect position for the 5. Looks like he's queuing to go all the way down table and back. I would not have done that. I would have just... The tangent line, what he was shooting on, was exactly where... I mean, it went straight down table and back. He could have just floated forward.
So, as Jamie would call him, Gibbers wants to know when the 560 and under stroke zone tournament sign-up starts.
Very good question. So, and I alluded to this last night, and I put the flyer up there, and I'll do that after this tournament. After this game. I'll put the flyer up there and just give everybody an idea of what's coming. And that's the only reason for this flyer. Otherwise, Don Mackey's going to rip me apart because we don't have all the details worked out yet. But we're going to do the very first ever Stroke Zone Challenge modeled after the KO Challenge here at Varsity Club. Every single match is going to be streamed live, and it's going to be single elimination. And I'll give a better description. Ooh, I think he got away with that. I don't think Phong has a shot on this 5-ball. But Jason, I'll get to that in just a bit. So I'm going to give everybody a precursor, too. This is not the official flyer yet until it goes. Oh, he did have a shot.
All kinds of. Oh,
phew. Wow, he got a lot of schmutz on that one.
Got some fire in that one. I think it was cool when the juniors got to do it. Because that was the first time they actually had it set up, wasn't it?
Yeah, yes. And it's funny you bring that up, Amy, because I still get messages from some of the parents on, are we going to do that again? So, and Amy was here with Corbin, and the kids had just as much, if not more fun playing Stroke Zone than they did.
I think they had more
in
fun.
The tournament.
Yeah, I think they did have more fun.
Wow.
Oh, my.
What a miss by Phong.
Yeah, Corbin was nailing every one of them when he was just messing around. But when you got down to the goods, then he couldn't throw it in the ocean.
Turn the lights on and everything goes haywire.
Right.
It's kind of like my game.
But what a great learning tool for kids, too, though.
That's one of the things Matt Strong and I have been talking about, and he wants to implement that into his teaching. And we've talked about it for a while, but we really want to start a junior program here at Varsity Club. And Matt really he loves stroke zone himself, so
yeah,
we're gonna put that into play.
That was the whole pool thing. That was my end goal, to have something for juniors or in our area, central Wisconsin or south central Wisconsin, I suppose, maybe, but there just really isn't anything.
All right, 9-7 in favor of Charlie. And Jason, this is what you were referring to. And again, precursor. This is not the official flyer yet, but this is what is going to be, or close to what's going to be posted. This is an event sanctioned by the Pro Billiards Tour, Don Mackey. And we're still kind of working out the details of the entry, but it will be 30 innings. And the reason why I say that, there are 15 layouts, 15 innings in each one of I hope Don's not listening right now, but so we have 120 amateur layouts and 60 professional layouts. So I'm going to choose which layouts, depending on the Fargo, that we do decide to go with. Wow, what a break.
Did you see how fast that 8-ball went? It went in so fast you didn't even see it.
What a fabulous break.
That was a good break.
And I'd be willing to bet Charlie's going to be playing a safe on this 6-ball at some point, unless he can find a way to bust them apart. We'll get back to that flyer in just a little bit.
Did I tell you?
Oh, and by the way, DJ Grath, if you try that again, I will permanently block you. Just so you know. I wouldn't advise it.
Must have missed something. Or is that Facebook?
Yeah, it's held. I have the ability to either show or keep it hidden. See. Yeah, it was blocked.
Gotcha.
Blocked by YouTube.
Yeah, there's some weird stuff that shows up.
Disrespectful people.
There you go. Not probably exactly what he wanted, but.
Good shot. Nice little angle it's like a stun draw. And draw over to the right side of the table, right by the side pocket, and leave himself with a good shot on the 9-ball.
Ooh.
And he decided to return the favor to Phong. Look at this.
Oh, no. Oof.
Wow.
Always a little hitch in your giddy up, isn't there?
And I'm looking at this shot, and I'm trying to figure out what I would do in this situation, and I'm not even sure. That's well done.
Yeah,
that's a good shot. Knowing full well that 7-ball, if he hit the 7 full into the 9, knowing full well that 7-ball was going to stay right there was
right.
Very, very well thought out. So now we've got a super thin cut on the 7 ball. I would play this in the lower left with, just where Charlie, and the reason being, if you miss it, you might get safe.
Seems like they're taking a little bit more time on what they're going to do now, too. Oh, goodness.
Oh, my. Well, Fong's got a shot at it this time. And it's not like Phong is, a mile behind in this match, but I think he needs this.
Uh-oh. Perfect. Your ropes are so awesome.
Thank you.
They really are.
And we're going to get to exactly what Amy just said there in a second. Good shot. All right, Phong within 1 again. So this is what the varsity club looks like right now. These are the official boxing ring, if you will, of the Knockout Challenge. And they go all the way around to the booth itself.
They're really cool. You've really put a lot of thought and a lot of time into every aspect of not just making it up and going, but those little things like that, which aren't so little, keeping people out. Plus, it's cool because it's a knockout,
Right. Thank you for saying that. The attention is in the details, and
Sure.
You want to give the players the feeling like every match is a feature match. They're inside the ropes and
Right.
make them feel like a professional.
Right down to the gloves and the belt. And it's just neat. I feel really honored to be.
Little too hard. I'm going to go move that back over there so
Okay.
people... just leave it as is.
Okay.
Charlie hoping to get behind that 4 or the 7 and got neither one. So I think Phong has open shot on this 1 past the 6 ball. Oh, we're going to go for a little ride first.
So now I can scratch this off my bucket list, but I got to replace it with something. That's what I do. Every time I fulfill one, I add another.
Good, and you should. Well, I'm very honored that this is one of your bucket list items.
I probably seem silly, but
Nope.
just from what you've done. So here, speaking of when we were talking about the junior challenge, so Dalton Nelson,
Mhm.
you know him, he's just doing oh my, doing amazing. So Jamie was at a pool tournament at the ballroom, and Dalton was shooting there, and he took 2 pool cue balls and had Dalton sign them. So they're the first cue balls that he's ever signed.
That's awesome.
So he said, I'm going to keep these, and I'm going to keep one for myself, and when you go pro, I'm going to give one back.
That's fantastic.
The kid's 8 years old, and he's better than
he is one hell of a player.
90% of the adults I know.
Yep.
That's no joke.
Yeah, he tore it up at the junior tournament
that
here.
jump, and you guys laughing at it. That was the best part. When he just, boom, jump that ball in, and you guys like, yeah, right.
I remember it well.
But that's just how he plays.
What a massive miss on a very simple 5 ball by Phong Nguyen. And that would have, I would have gone out on a limb to say that Phong would have tied it up at that point.
Right.
Don't want to be on the rail and too far. He's okay. Now he's going to have to just float forward. just replace the cue ball where the 7 ball is and take what you get on the 8. Because I don't
when it's
think
on the rail like that or that close to the rail, it's hard to.
he might be able to cheat the left side of that pocket, but I don't think I would.
Doing just what you said.
Yeah.
And that actually is even better than what I thought it was going to be. Not,
3 rails with the cue ball. Or
one.
load it up with a lot of inside English and play 1 rail. I like it. Gutsy shot. 2-game spread again. Let's talk about this gentleman. I forgot to get back to it, but his name is Eddie Altman, and he is actually the gentleman that invited myself and Brian down to the Junior Nationals tournament that was last year, or the year before, I'm sorry, in Villa Rica, Georgia, which is Sticks Billiards, Monica Webb's place. And he has come out where he works for Mako Tips, and he is sending me some blue ones and some orange ones. So I cannot wait to try. These are both brake tips. And you could see by the description they're super hard hybrid materials. Shatter the rack and the competition. That I want to see. So looking forward to getting those. Thanks to Eddie Altman.
Oh, jeez. Goes again.
All right. 8 ball down, 7 ball down, and a shot on the 1.
I don't remember seeing. Is that a brand new one? A brand new sponsor?
It is. Yep,
Okay.
it is.
I like the meat one.
Rob Miller from the Conscious Carnivore.
Yeah, Conscious Carnivore. It's fantastic.
We're going to be doing his shortly, as a matter of fact.
Ooh. Oh my. I was thinking that the chat's really quiet, but it's because I'm not in it.
That's a good point, actually.
I'm kind of the loudmouth in there. Everybody's expecting Minnesota Fats, and they got me.
Come on, you're doing great. Everybody put your hands together for Amy Cools in the chat. Come on, she's doing a fabulous job.
Still nervous.
That's it. You should have seen Chris Green's first time.
Goodness.
You know, Amy, my first commentating gig was at Mad Apple with Kendall.
Right.
And I was a wreck. I'm not kidding. I was an absolute wreck. I've never commentated on pool before. Never been.
Right.
But the thing that made it easy for me is I worked on a cruise ship for 5.5 years.
Yeah.
I was behind a microphone all the time.
Right.
But the more that you do it, the easier it gets. Wow, what a draw shot.
Right.
How did he hit that so good?
Aw, thank you, Brittany and Trevor. Sweet. I'm blushing.
You're always welcome to come back again.
I'd love to.
Oh, he doesn't. Yeah, that's a good
Okay.
shot.
I am by no means whatsoever shy, obviously. I just don't really know what to say at all.
First time jitters.
I guess so.
It happens to all of us.
I have no problem in the chat. But then again, keyboard warrior.
So I'll let you in on a little bit, and
Okay.
the rest of our viewers. When I do those trophy presentations for the players, I'm a wreck. I'm not kidding.
Yeah.
I get so nervous. Even when we do like the Ronald McDonald fundraiser,
Sure.
the veterans tournament that I used to do with Brian, all of those, I'm a wreck on a
Well, that
microphone.
veterans tournament, I can see that.
It's
That's an emotional day in general.
it's nerve wracking.
Yeah.
You know, and I can be anybody I want to be behind this
Keyboard, yeah.
Yeah, behind the glass here.
Right. Oh, I see what you say. Yep. Hi, Al.
Overcut. What's going on, Al Holden?
He's always so nice to me.
So I just let everybody, I just let the players know that after this game, so we don't interrupt when we get down to the very end, and we're going to do Fong's player spotlight immediately following this game. Oh, this is going to be tough if it rests on the rail. I think it's doable. Yep.
Hi, Don.
There's Mr. Mackey himself. Thanks, Don.
Thank you, Trevor. And Jason. Did you see Jason's comment? I could actually see that of you, though. You're not a man of a whole lot of words anyways, I don't think, are you?
And Jason's pretty quiet.
Mm-hmm. Kind of like Mike Benoit and...
Yeah, that's kind of rare for pool players. I should give out Don Mackey's phone number. He's the Shakespeare of talking.
He always has the right words, that's for sure. He says some really nice things
Yep.
things to say.
Good man.
Aw, thank you. Means a lot, Don. Thank you. I appreciate that.
All
Thank
right.
you, Pete.
This 9-ball to go up 11-8.
There it is.
And right there is Miss Amy Cools. So,
Hello, everybody.
if you would please sit back, and this is actually a little bit shorter because Phong has been in the booth and doing the player spotlight a couple of times, so this one's kind of short and sweet, so enjoy. All right, welcome back, everybody. This is Little Cheddar, and we are here with Mr. Phong Nguyen, second time in the booth, waving to everybody there. One of the competitors in 1.0, and you finished in what place? Fourth place, correct. Twice. So Fong's third trip to the quarterfinals for sure. Obviously, that's why we're here. So having done the player spotlight already, we're going to make it maybe a little bit shorter because most of you have already seen it. But maybe we've got we've got 3 new matches. So tell our viewers a little bit about who you are.
I grew up in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Originally lived in Kaukauna. I played for 18 years. One puck is my favorite game.
Why?
It's more like a chess game.
That's what Charlie just said. About 8-ball.
Too many patterns to pick. I don't like patterns that much, but you can easily get screwed over on certain shots if you don't get the right shots that you wanted.
Sure. No doubt. Play with a McDermott. Still have that cue? Yes?
Yes.
It's won you a lot of money over the last couple of years, so I'm assuming you're going to probably hang on to it.
Oh, yeah.
And shocking that your favorite restaurant would be
Texas
Roadhouse. Tell our viewers why.
Because I love to cook and I work there.
Awesome. I bet you got a very happy wife at home.
Oh yeah.
So you cook at home too?
Yes.
All right, let's go over your 3 matches. You played Mike Zahalka in 10-ball, David McGuire in 10-ball, and then Maya Hoekstra in 8-ball here on the stream. Out of those 3 matches, what can you pick out would be probably your most memorable moment, or what got you to the winner's circle?
Probably Maya's game. I don't know. I was in zone, kind of.
Wow, were you ever?
Well, for me, for usually like a 500 player, you normally break and run maybe 2 racks, but 5 racks out of 10, that's pretty good.
You were on fire that match, and Maya made just a couple of, mistakes here and there, but even without those mistakes, it was lights out. There was very few missed balls. That was impressive.
Yeah, after he missed that 1 ball, then I knew I had to zone in and just take it down.
And you did handily. Our chat blew up for everybody was cheering for Phong Bong. So where in the hell does that nickname come from?
Oh God, I gotta remember. I think a lot of my friends back in the day called me Phong Bong. I had a lot of different nicknames, but Phong Bong was the more that people got used to saying.
And your wife is in the chat almost every stream.
Yep.
And I can't remember her name right now.
Brittany,
yes. And I'm sure she's going to be loud and clear tonight. So
she's going to be probably using fighting words.
So you've been at the Mad Apple for quite some time. That's actually where you and I met for the first time. You've been the tournament director there for how long?
About 2 years.
2 years? There's not, I should say this differently. There's a lot of people that really respect what you do at Mad Apple because you're one of those tournament directors that not only cares about the players themselves, but how the tournament is run. And I don't know if you are aware of what the rest of the pool community talks about, So it's something you should be very proud of.
For sure.
Yeah. Very respectful player. And I met Phong when he was just batting balls at the speed of light as hard as he could possibly hit it. And that game has progressed a lot over the last couple of years. So
I sometimes get nervous on these games.
Are you nervous tonight? Not yet?
When I shoot slow, I'm really nervous. But when I get my own speed down, then I shoot just fine.
Yeah, once you find that rhythm. So outside of pool, and I'm not sure if I asked you this question, the last player spotlight, who would be your mentor in the game of pool? Why do you play?
Well, I used to go to school, then school was not for me, and I just picked up the game. Jordan Jenkin was probably my mentor from back probably 2005.
Okay.
And ever since then, I started shooting more and more pool.
Is there a stopping point of how far you want to go or how high you want to go? Or I guess what's your goal in pool?
Just to get, I don't know, I just want to get good enough where I can teach other players, like other lower players, how to do certain shots and what they're learning on. So
it's a good goal, especially juniors.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And I know Kendall and you, and there's quite the junior program at Mad Apple. So
yep.
Fantastic. So hobby, do you have anything that you like to outside of pool, outside of Brittany? You guys travel?
Me and Brittany just had our anniversary, and we usually just go travel to places, have some fun.
How many years has it been?
9.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations, Brittany. All right. first of all, thank you for playing in the Knockout Challenge. You have been a staple of the stream here at Varsity Club. There's been a lot of viewers that have, can't wait for Phong to play. So it's been a pleasure having you on the stream, and I truly wish you the best of luck tonight. So
Thank you.
play well, my friend.
I appreciate everyone doing what they're doing. So
You betcha. It's our pleasure. Like Chick-fil-A. All right, welcome back, everybody. Thanks for hopefully enjoying the player spotlight of Mr. Phong Nguyen. Players are ready to get back at it as well. And I think we missed a score, correctly? It is currently 11-8.
Yeah. Thank you, Andy. And hi, Mark. How are you doing, my dear friend? Excuse me. How is Thailand?
So you said that's Mark White?
Yep.
Tuning in from Thailand. Fantastic.
Yes.
Thanks for joining us, Mark.
He got some new sponsors. He's
Better be a
moving up in
subscriber.
the world.
Is he a subscriber?
Oh, I'm sure he is.
Yeah, he better be.
He's pretty amazing.
We may have to cut him off otherwise.
Or like Allison and Kelly say, Mock. That's my mock. There, I got to say, you got to hear my voice on that one, Mark.
All right, speaking of which, if you are not a subscriber, please do. Hit that little notification bell so the next time that we go live, which is going to be tomorrow at 4 o'clock for the last match of the semifinals, or I'm sorry, quarterfinals. And that is between Sean Johnson and Tom Menina.
And then the redraw.
And then the redraw.
It's the little things, Dale.
You betcha. Like my height. Oh, and your height,
And
too.
mine.
Yeah, we're little people.
We're snack size.
I like it.
Yeah, one kid that says I'm snack size and the other one says I'm vertically challenged.
That's always been my favorite.
Vertically challenged?
Vertically challenged,
Yeah.
yep. Well, Charlie is definitely on a mission coming back from break here. I don't recall. No, actually, the very first game was a break and run by Phong. Came out firing, and I don't think we've had one since.
I don't think there has been. They've all been kind of messed up tables a little bit. I think they've all been back a couple. Fun size, Trevor.
I think these guys need stroke zone. Guaranteed to improve their game.
Oh, I like fun size better than snack size.
Fun size is better.
Yeah, snack size sounds kind of creepy.
All right, this 9-ball to put Charlie Wolfe on the hill to book his seat in the semifinals. And we're going to give you an idea. Again, this is what's up for grabs tonight's match. The defeated player, $575 guaranteed. And once they reach the semifinals, they are guaranteed $1,500 in the tournament and $500 in the player auction. So this is a $2,000 match. And, of course, there you see the top prize, $7,000 in total, along with an onboard sportswear personalized jersey, the champion's belt. What else goes along with that?
Cool prizes.
An exemption into the next knockout challenge. And yeah, there's got to be something else I'm missing. Oh, 5-year membership in the Wisconsin Billiards Hall of Fame, as well as a Wibhoff shirt. courtesy of John Kramer and company. Well, Phong does not have a whole lot to start with here. I think I'm going to try to put that one over by the phone. Nope, never mind. We'll just see what he's going to do.
Saying?
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. This could be the end of the match right here.
How far off is...
I would play, given that I'm on the hill, if I was Charlie, and I didn't even change the score yet. Given that I got a 4-game lead, I'm going to take a swing at this 9-ball with a carom.
Absolutely. Oh, okay. I mean, that's
Awful close. That one's going to go on the side.
Oh,
nope.
no.
Look at this
Look at the
leave,
leave.
though.
Oh, my.
This is a brutal hit for Phong. I honestly, I have no idea how he's going to hit this ball.
That way?
It looks like
Sorry.
he's got to go 2 rails.
I don't know how he wouldn't hit that 6 because the 6 is in front of the 1, too. So that. Well, he's going to try her.
Lot
Let's see.
of right hand spin.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
Ooh, he put that one in a interesting position though. Charlie's going to either have to play the 5 or the 1-8 combo or the 1-5 combo. I would actually play the 8 ball.
The 8, yeah.
A lot closer together. Well, as I had said earlier, if you're looking at that ticker at the bottom of the table there, the quarterfinals, Mr. Bill Sorensen booked his seat, win over Peter Wegman on Monday. And then last night, Mike Lemire taking out Nick Brodeski. Of course, the winner of this match, and then coming up shortly is going to be Sean Johnson and Tom Menina tomorrow.
Hi, Mark. You must not have heard me earlier. I said, how are you doing, my dear friend? Thank you for tuning in to us. Hope you're well.
Mark, what time is it in Thailand right now? We were guessing, or Amy was guessing, 8 o'clock in the morning. That's too early for pool for me. I haven't had my latte yet.
He's big into swimming now for his health, and he's probably already put in 500 laps.
Dear Lord. I don't do that many laps in a year.
He's very serious. 9:23. Okay. So they're 13 hours ahead. Congratulations on your new sponsorship, Mark. That's fantastic.
You might have heard that. All right.
Maybe.
It looks like Charlie is almost dead straight on this 4 ball, and that 6 ball is like a beach ball right now. If he's going to try to get from the rail, in between the rail and the 6 ball for shape on this 5, that's tough. You better be practicing on stroke zone. Uh-oh.
That's the first time that's happened in a while.
We haven't had a lot of rattles.
That was early.
Well, it's an opportunity, again, for Phong. Pretty much just a stop shot, or draw it back, just a fuzz to play the 5 in the upper right. Beautiful. Might even be 2 straight. Probably going to play the 5 and the 6 in the same pocket. Yep.
Every other day swims a mile. A mile. Can you imagine swimming?
No.
Oh my.
Nope.
Jamie's just full of secrets. We're gonna have to have a talk. But I'm glad to hear from you, Mark. It means a lot.
All right, this 9 ball, folks, for this match to continue.
He stood up and took a breather too. So.
I'm nervous already. I truly am.
Oof.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Beautiful. We're going to continue on. I think we should go hill. I don't know about anybody else in the chat, but
I think so.
I think Phong should win the next 3.
Hasn't even been 2.5 hours yet. Can't have that.
No, definitely not. Here's a breakdown of the prize pool. And all of the, as I mentioned before, it is a total of $12,800 in the prize pool. And there's all the prizes for the competitors that finish in the final 8. Phong breaking and making, it looks like the 5 ball is missing.
I was going to tell you, that blue is really hard to see in the
Yeah,
chat.
there's a... I used to have the TV set of balls.
Oh.
And I cannot stand to look at that pink 4 and 12
right.
ball.
No, I mean on the poster.
Oh,
the,
yeah.
The blue writing.
It is hard.
It's hard to see. You can make it. You could read it, make it out. Just thought I'd throw that out there.
I was informed of that by Matt Strong as well. He's like, you really don't want to use that blue on there.
Right. Unless you maybe highlighted or outlined it with white or something.
Yeah. Not an easy rack for Charlie to get out of here. And this is almost guaranteed unless he really pulls back with some draw to avoid hitting this 4 ball. 7 and the 4. I think he's just going to make this 2 ball and take what he... better yet, play safe. The only thing I don't like about that, look at what it's done to the 4 ball. Now that is no longer a... Let me take a look at that. That is not a makeable ball anymore. Good hit. Left Charlie with a shot, though. I don't think Phong minds that so much because of what Charlie did with that 4 ball. This is, it's really a difficult out now.
Coming from the best commentator in the entire world, I'm sure that Dale would love that comment, Mark. See what he
said? Thank you, Mark. Much appreciated. Yes, sir. There's a lot of work that goes into the stream, and I was telling Amy earlier. You know, to me, it's attention to detail. I'm a perfectionist. I've got OCD, and that is not what Charlie wanted to happen there. But this is not a difficult safe. Charlie can thin it thin the 4 ball on the, as we look at it, the right side of it, and try to get that cue ball down behind the 6 ball. The 7 should take all the momentum off the 4 and leave it right there behind the 9. This should be pretty easy. Of course, I'm not out there shooting for $7,000 either.
Wow.
Just like
Get
so.
behind it, yeah.
But he has left
See it a
him.
little bit.
I think he can see the entire ball.
Kick at it. 9 ball going in. I like how Mark does the, well, like, there's other people too, but when he does the Derby City Classic afterwards, after the fact, is it you and Scott Frost that do that, Mark? Or I can't remember who you were doing, had been doing that with, but I find that amazing.
Oh my gosh.
OCD, obsessive commentator detail. Love it.
Indeed. Yeah, Brian and I did Derby last year, and we did the exact same thing. We provided recordings of all of the matches, and we had every single pro on our table.
Right.
All of our recordings went to Inside Pool Magazine, Autumn Grusella, and they slowly get released as the year goes by. So I'd love to live stream from there, but I know, to be honest with, and I've said this before, if I never make it back to Derby, I'm okay with that. It was a bucket list item for me.
That's one of my bucket lists, actually. Is I hope it won't be this year because it's like right around the corner, but maybe if I'm doing okay next year.
It's a treat. It's a lot of fun.
One of the things that Larry told Jamie is if you're ever going to go to a tournament in the United States, you have to go to Derby City at least once.
Yep.
So.
All right, we've got 4 balls for victory for Charlie Wolfe, and he is set up in pretty good position. This is going to take a little bounce and end up right where he wants it.
For sure. Oh, that's good to hear, Mark. I like the live thing. Wasn't there a problem with the Wi-Fi or something before?
Yeah, they don't have enough bandwidth for everybody to stream live.
I see. Yeah, he said he's doing it live this year. 9 ball.
I actually had Scott Frost in the commentary for one of the one pocket matches.
Oh, wow.
The freezer. All right, here we go. Little draw shot. Get the cue ball right where Charlie's standing right now. And this match is over.
Oh. That's fantastic, Mark. I have a Wisconsin.
All right, for a seat in the semifinals,
there it is.
Mr. Charlie Wolfe is moving on. All right, big congratulations to Charlie, and
congratulations, Charlie.
A round of applause for Mr. Phong Nguyen, cashing in $575, and a big shout out to this lady right here, Miss Amy Cools. Thank you so much for joining me in the booth tonight. It has been a pleasure.
It's fun. It was fun. Thank you. I really enjoyed it.
Me as well, and I hope all the viewers enjoyed it as well.
You're making me cry. Miss emotional here.
That's okay. Happy tears are always welcome in the booth. So if I can find the darn thing, let me get this up here real quick. Bear with me just for a second.
It's real quick. Thanks, Mark. I just got it done today. I had 14 inches cut off.
Wow. It's a lot of hair.
It is a lot of hair. Jamie's sick of having to comb my hair because I can't reach back there. He's not digging the short hair, though.
All right, this is what's coming up tomorrow. Again, at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, we've got Sean Johnson and Tom Menina, and that is going to be a wrap for the quarterfinals. Then we are going to be doing a what, Amy?
Live draw.
Redraw for the
live
semifinals, so that won't take very long.
Yeah. Sorry, I don't know why I said live.
4 players. That should be pretty quick and painless. Other than that, as always.
All right, well, thank you, Dale, for having me.
You are.
And I'll talk to all of you guys in the chat tomorrow.
So very welcome. And this is one of the things that all the support on and off of the stream itself, the chat, Facebook, and all the other social media, I cannot thank you enough. If it wasn't for the viewers, you guys out there, the stream would not be where it is right now. And it's come a long ways in a very short amount of time. So that never goes unnoticed and unappreciated. So thank you so very much for all of that. As well, as these people, all of the sponsors here at Outer Points Productions. We've got Avenue Auto, JP Shower Custom Cues, Wisconsin Billiards Hall of Fame, Dumper Dan's, Home Sweet Home Real Estate, Tovar Construction, LK Painting and Staining, Billet Spin, Mr. Rich Stadler, Johnco Express, Wisconsin Pool Players Society, Mr. Andy Coons, Midwest Aerial Productions, Strong Knife Company, Mid-State Amusement Games, and Mr. Vincent Didio Tattoo down in Gallery 83 in Fond du Lac, Wisconsin. So, at the very bottom of there, this is the most important, you, the viewers. So, until tomorrow at 4 o'clock, thank you so much for tuning in, and we will see you then.
All right. That's a wrap.